Hey everyone! Today's Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble livestream is brought to you by Nox. A lot of you ask how I play Wibble Wobble on the computer to stream, and this is it. Click the link in the description to download a fully featured Android app player to play Wibble Wobble, Fire Emblem Heroes, Super Mario Run, and any other Android games and apps on your computer. There's a link in the description for that. It's just download Nox. You can find it in the description. Now, as I said, we are here to play Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble, and we have a lot of Wibble Wobble to play today, because we are currently in the midst of the Yo-egg Scramble Battle. That's right, we're in the second period, I believe, the final day of it, and I have not started playing it so that we can experience the whole thing together again. We do have a third period during this week, and then we'll be back next Monday with the Yo-egg Scramble Battle finale, so make sure to catch that as well. We will be choosing Orochi again. He's my favorite out of the three. Sorry to any of you Blizzari or QB fans, but I don't know, I feel like he's the coolest. We are losing a bit though. Probably just because it's the final day of the scramble. We've got the plunder going on with the roulette and the slot machine and the crazy multipliers, so you know, goes back and forth. But we are pretty close. We're pretty close. It's 30,000 and that can change. QB's behind by, what? Oh, jeez, okay. 40,000? QB's got a chance, you know. QB has a chance. Exploration Eevee asks, Leafy, do you think there will be new yokai tomorrow? I don't think there will be new yokai tomorrow. However, judging by the patterns from our past Scramble Battle and Japan's past Scramble Battles, plural, I will say that I strongly think we'll be receiving a new Crank-a-kai banner tomorrow. So tomorrow, when the new Scramble period starts, I think that new stuff will be in the Crank, but it might not be brand new yokai like Unkeen, Uncle Infinite, and Devourer. If you want those guys, then make sure to get your Cranks in now, because we're actually going to be trying to crank for them now on stream as well. Devourer, Uncle Infinite, and Unkeen are the three new yokai. I forgot that we have these Crank-a-kai contents now. They're all center poppers. None of them are fantastic, but Devourer is brave, so Devourer is pretty strong. I like Unkeen. I think he's really cool, so I'm going to try and crank for him. But, you know, he's Wicked, and Wicked isn't that powerful. And then finally, we have Uncle Infinite, who's just awful. He's heartful, and his attack is like 400 something, and he was the only one that we managed to pull last time. So, you know, not an amazing selection of yokai available in the Crank-a-kai today. Nothing super exciting, super special. But I do like Unkeen. I think Unkeen's really cool. So we've got that going. First though, let's do some coin cranks. Have orange coin G's from Score Attack last week, and some 1-star coins from Scramble Rewards. Death Madness asks, Leafy, will you do a battle stream when Psychic Spectres comes out? Yes, I will! And Abdallah and I are gonna do something. We don't have everything sorted out yet, but we'll be doing something pretty cool with Psychic Spectres. Some good battle stuff. Sponsor Comer Cameron says, I got Devourer the other day, congratulations. Oh, Oliver Ellman says that Uncle Infinite has 585 attack. I'm sorry, he has 585. That's still not exceptional, but thank you very much for correcting me, because I wasn't giving him enough credit. Pride Shrimp's just a tough A-rank vertical popper, nothing special. Who are we rooting for? We want to get... is Robonyan in these? Because Robonyan's the hardest to get, in my opinion. Like, out of all the hidden stages, guys, because he only accepts Choco Bars, which are 2-star foods. If we got Robonyan, I'll be happy. Not many good tough yokai in this game, though. Another Pride Shrimp, alright. He's a fusion, so not awful to get. Take a look at the contents here. Who could we have pulled there? Orange Coin G. Yeah, so we could have gotten Robonyan, Golden Yan. Golden Yan's not very good, though. I have Bruff maxed out. Darumancho, not fantastic. Lava Lord is honestly probably the best yokai to pull here, because he's a tough attack upper. So you can combo him with Gargaros and Orgrilis once we get him, and Platinum Oni once we get him, and that'll be a pretty good combo. But I mean, Mad Mountain, he's the same thing as Lava Lord, but easier to recruit. Really nothing good in these coins. Robonyan's the best just because he's tough to get, and then Bruff, because it's a free 3,000 Y money. But again, these orange coin Gs are pretty lackluster, mainly because we don't have Gachinyan. Gachinyan, based on Jibanyan's Japanese voice actress, is a yokai exclusive to Puni Puni, and he's a pretty powerful S-rank random popper. If we got Gachinyan in this, that would be awesome. So, previous here. So, yeah, we're done with coins for now. Let's do some Y money cranks. Lucas Leaf says, "Hi Leafy, here I am." Great to see you, Lucas Leaf. Brandon Daniels, welcome, says, "I pulled on Keen today. So happy." Congratulations, Brandon Daniel. Cruncha jumps out to meet us. We're working our way to maxing out Cruncha. Once you pull Cruncha once, it's way easier to pull him, which is great because he is a brave center popper, and center poppers are my favorite kind. I like that you can control what they're popping. I like that they pop a lot of Wibble Wobbles. Plus, Brave Tribe gets you a ton of attack, a ton of health, though that doesn't really matter, from the tribe unity with other really powerful yokai. So, Cruncha is always a really solid pull in my opinion. Moderator Lucky asks, "Is Robonyan practical in a team even though he's tough to get?" No, he really isn't. He's a defense upper, and defense uppers are only okay. The main defense upper that you want to be using is Shogun King, who's brave, has 801 health, and has the strongest defense up in the game. Plus, he's easier to max out than Robonyan, honestly, because you can get up to 3 of him from score attack. Death Madness asks, "What is the strongest Wicked yokai?" Well, it depends on what you mean by strongest. Technically, Untidy has the highest attack stat in Yokai Watch 2. He also has the highest health. And while most Wicked executives only have the highest stat out of all yokai in a single stat, Untidy has 2 of the highest stats in the game with health and attack. Plus, Untidy has Extreme Critical, which is a really good skill to have. So honestly, in terms of pure raw power, I'd say Untidy. Though, Unkeen has Guard Break, which is awesome, and he has the second highest attack in the game. Jacob Spencer asks a good question. Why are people complaining about the third version of Yokai Watch 2? He says that no one complains when Fire Emblem did Revelations, but I beg to differ. There was a lot of complaints about Fire Emblem's model. I thought it was fine. They're 3 separate games. People are mainly complaining about Psychic Spectres because they're releasing it really weird. Holy Expo or whatever. Psychic Spectres had a really delayed release and very delayed announcement from Shinichi's, and it's also releasing in the fall, which is a very odd time to release video games. Additionally, nobody was really prepared for the announcement because Europe just got Bony Spirits and Fleshy Souls. So I think that most people are upset about that, plus Level 5 hasn't announced the save data transfer tool. In Japan, you could transfer your save data from Bony Spirits and Fleshy Souls over to Psychic Spectres, but we don't know if they'll be releasing that in America. If they do, then I feel like everyone's complaints will go away. Soul Secrets, nice! Fantastic to get those. We're now half of the way there to maxing out Blazion Awoken. He's at Soul Ultimate 6, and we need to get him to 7, and we currently have 6 Soul Secrets, so we get 6 more, and bam. There we go, we have 6 right now. Hayu S, I like the name, says, "I hope Leafy reads this." I did, I always read your comments, guys. And he maxed out Enma SSS rank yesterday. Man, do you guys want to talk about him for a bit? So, Enma, one of my favorite yokai, he's, you know, king of the yokai world, pretty cool. He has this special form in Yokai Watch 3, or a few special forms. And one of these special forms, the fire one, was put in Puni recently, in a new event that's themed around Enma called the Enma Tournament. And the thing about this Enma form is that it's the new and exclusive SSS rank. He has over 900 attack, a ridiculous amount of health as well, and he's Kirakoma, so you just deal a ton of damage in like 2 seconds. So in case you guys don't know what Kirakoma does, oh hey! I was so busy talking that I didn't realize we pulled Devourer. Devourer is one of the Crank-a-kai exclusives, Crank-a-kai event exclusives that we've been going for during this crank right now. And we pulled him. We got Uncle Infinite last week, so right now just crossing our fingers for Unkeen, who's the rarest out of all of them. Your energy looks pretty tasty. You're definitely my favorite. I think they spelled that wrong. I might have been going too fast, but I feel like they spelled favorite wrong. Bowers details added to the medallion. We'll check them out later. But yeah, so in case you guys don't know what Kirakoma does, he's a special Yokai Watch 3 legendary that's in Puni. And when he uses his ultimate move, for the next few seconds, you can just trace around the whole screen. And anything that you touch is popped, and its damage is multiplied by like 1,000,000. So when your ultimate move is over, you literally deal 150,000 damage with a single ultimate move. And Kirakoma has, I think, 700 something attack. So now Enma SSS, who has like 980, I think, plus Tribe Unity and stuff, is going to be dealing so much damage. You can make 3,000 Y money in literally like a minute and a half. That's how crazy powerful this guy is. Sun God Enma, Fire God Enma. I'm not entirely sure on the translation, but I think it's Sun God. Moderator Zaribas corrected me on that. Oh, Lucky 13 of Dala says yes, it was spelled F-A-V-O-V-R-I-T-E. Favovrit. Nice job, NHN. I'm proud of you. Tom the Dude 789 asks, hey Leafy, how'd you get so many coins? Well, I actually got them from the Scramble Battle event. If you do the capture stages, then you just get coins randomly. You'll get literally dozens throughout the week if you do all your captures. Pretty easy, pretty fun. Sun God Enma says Heartful Remy. Okay, cool. Oliver says Kirakoma has 810 attack. So add 80 from the Dream Watch and that's 890. So around 100 less than Enma. Plus, I think Enma's ultimate point is higher, which should mean that he has a higher multiplier onto his attack. So he's definitely dealing more damage. Way more damage. Death Madness asks Leafy, since we're getting Psychic Specters, does that mean that next year we'll get Yokai Watch 3? I'd think so, because, you know, just going out on a limb here, I'm guessing that Nintendo is going to drop support for the 3DS by the end of 2018. They were saying the same exact things that they were saying about the Game Boy when the DS came out, and they sort of supported the Game Boy Advance with releases that they still had in development, but after like a couple of years, it was all DS all the time. So I think Nintendo's really going to want to push out all the Yokai Watch stuff that they want to get out by the end of 2018, because they are the publishers for Yokai Watch. So by the end of 2018, we should have all 3DS Yokai Watch stuff that Nintendo wants to release internationally. Whether that includes Sangokshi, I'm not entirely sure. Viz Media, in a press conference in... it was somewhere that speaks Spanish, I forget. Somebody on the subreddit posted about it. They said that they're hoping, this is not guaranteed. Level 5 themselves have said that what Viz said is not concrete news. This is what Viz Media is hoping will happen. And Viz hopes that by the end of 2018, we'll have Yokai Watch 3, Busters, Season 3, and Movie 3, which I think is crazy because Movie 3 is live action with Japanese actors, so they wouldn't really want to localize that. Because that's a hassle to do subtitles or dub over it. That would be really difficult. So what Viz didn't say is they didn't say that they want to bring over Sangokshi, or rather that they want Sangokshi to be brought over, which is very worrying to me. If Viz doesn't want it to happen, then I'm afraid that it might not happen. So if you guys want Sangokshi to be localized, then tweet at Yokai Watch News. Let your voice be heard. Tell Level 5. Use hashtag localize YS. I think that's what Abdallah was using, right? Hashtag localize YS. Try to show that we want Sangokshi to be localized, because from what I'm seeing, Level 5 does not plan on it happening. Exploration Eevee asks, Leafy, any tips for getting SS ranks in the event gacha in Puni Puni? Hey, another Soul Secrets, nice. Well, my main tip for getting any sort of event yokai is to wait until the last minute. NHN almost always does a 2x pull rate event for event yokai, and in Puni Puni, they always do it. Guaranteed, every single event. During like the last few days, they do a ×2 pull rate for, you know, Sakura Orochi, or the whatever legend pass is in the gacha. So wait, save all your money, and wait. That's why I usually like to wait until the last minute to sort of go all out with the cranks, because I'm afraid that NHN will be like, oh hey Leafy, you just spent 100,000 Y money and didn't get the guy you wanted. Well, today only double soul secrets and S ranks. Death Madness asks, Leafy, when will we get the second movie? I think we'll get movie 2 this November around. Awesome, 2 soul secrets in a row. I think we'll get it either this October or this November. And I'm hoping that we get Yokai Watch Busters to release alongside it. It would only make sense, because the movie is directly based on Yokai Watch Busters' Moon Rabbit team. Directly based on it. So that's what would make sense. And I know that movie 1 released alongside Yokai Watch 2. And movie 1 was based on Yokai Watch 2. Though more Psychic Specters than Bony Spirits and Fleshy Souls. But I think the same thing happened in Japan, sort of. It released before Shinuchi. The Mighty Someone asks, what does the G in coin G mean? Tell me. Oh, I'll tell you. It means great, as far as I know. The G stands for great. It's a great coin. Because it's better than the normal colored coins. But yeah, I think movie 2 this November. Hopefully Busters this November with Get Togumi pre-installed. If you're interested in my super detailed thoughts, sort of some things supporting it, obviously this is all sort of projection, thinking about what could happen, then check out my YouTube channel. It's in the description, youtube.com/101leafy. I have a lot of Yokai Watch videos, some analysis stuff, including when I think we'll get Yokai Watch 3 and Busters and stuff, like you guys are asking about. Unkeen! Awesome! Wow, that was really lucky! So in 10 cranks, we pulled Devourer, 2 Soul Secrets, and Unkeen. I know my friend Johnny spent, what, 200,000 Y money trying to get Unkeen, I think, and he didn't pull him. So he had to grind like an extra 100k as far as I can remember. And he was just not pulling Unkeen. And Robert calculated Unkeen's pull rate at around like 8% with a max Crankakai. So to pull Unkeen and Devourer in 10 cranks, Abdallah says, that's it, 10 cranks, yeah. Got Unkeen and Devourer in 10 cranks, got 2 Uncle Infinite as our final 2 cranks last week. It was a good omen, saying we would have good luck this week. And we did. This is my favorite Kaima executive. He looks so cool. He's got this rockin' hair. If you spin him, he's got his hair up, looks super cool. He's like, I could have gotten out myself. Oh wow, I guess I'll follow you. Okay. You're gonna sass us like that. Won't be that excited. Unkeen's details have been added to the Yokai medallion. I mean, if you notice, the only 2 executives that I have are Unkeen and Unpleasant. Because Unpleasant is the only useful one, and Unkeen is an event one. The other guys aren't that great. Gamers Online asks, can you stream Persona 5 on Twitch? I'm doing New Game Plus soon, so I guess I can if you guys want. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/101leafy, and let me know on Twitter if you're actually interested in that. I'll play as far as Atlas allows you to. It'll make it more fun. Cruncha! Second Cruncha! As I said before, Cruncha's never a bad pull. He's a very solid yokai. If you guys have seen the previous streams where we go throughout Divine Paradise and stuff, I do use Cruncha quite often. Mark Rosenberg asks a question that I've been asking myself. Leafy, could there be a Jibanyan, Komasan, and Komajiro awoken in the future? Honestly, I have no idea how they haven't done that yet. I don't really understand. Like, everybody would want to crank for that, right? Everybody would be like, oh dude, it's Jibanyan! And he's SS rank, I need him! I think that the main reason why they don't want to do that is because the Awoken use the same aura effect that the S rank mascots do. So, if they made Jibanyan Awoken, he would look identical to Jibanyan S in terms of the model. Magnet Bomber asks, Leafy, when's your next Super Bomberman R stream gonna be? Hey, we got a second Devourer, nice. My second and final for now Bomberman stream will be this Saturday. I do promise that, but it will be later than usual because I'll be at C2E2. It'll be, or no, I'll only be at C2E2 on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday, and we'll do the stream Saturday. That would be nice. Yeah, so I'll be at C2E2 Sunday, and then I can do stream Saturday. Got my days mixed up. So yeah, we'll do it sometime in the afternoon. And then after that, it'll be all Mario Kart all the time. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is going to be so good on Switch. I'm ready. I'm getting it soon, actually, so I'm pretty excited about that. Exploration Eevee asks about how I feel about the new fusion yokai, with fusion in quotes. I don't really know what you mean. I know that yokai fuse, obviously, but I don't know about any new ones. Holy X4 required, alright. A lot of people are asking for shoutouts. I get a lot of people asking that every stream, so maybe near the end we'll do shoutouts. We'll like, I'll be like, hey, if you want a shoutout, I'll read off your name. That might be fun, so stick around and we'll do that. Alright, our final Y money crank for now. We get a lot of Y money during the actual scramble, so we'll be fine. Plus, we cranked all the event guys. Uncle Infinite, hey! That's pretty nice. I mean, we didn't need him, but check that out. In our around 50,000 Y money spree, we managed to crank all 3 event yokai. That's pretty crazy lucky right there. That's super nice. The Mighty Someone asks, Leafy, do you think that the localized names of the executives suit their personality? Like the Wicked executives? I guess. I don't know. I don't particularly think that the names are good. I think that they should have kept their original names. I think they're cute. I think they're clever. I like that it's like on whatever. I think that it's kind of nice that they did a pattern to their names still with the un instead of kai. But I would have preferred if they kept, you know, Hakai, Golkai, things like that. Ukai. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't use my Y money grinding team here. I'll do the event yokai, I guess. Though we do want to be able to clear the stages. Homosure Gamer asks, am I going to grind for Unikirin? Well, check out who's on my team here. I don't need to grind for Unikirin because I did that last time. That one gamer kid asked, Leafy, could I DM you after the stream for Wibble Wobble tips? Yeah, go ahead and hit me up on Twitter, guys, at 101 Leafy. If you ever have any questions, or any requests, any input, I'm always open to that. I always like hearing what you guys think. So make sure to let me know on Twitter. I'm just at 101 Leafy. I suggest tweeting me instead of DMing me, because that way other people can see the advice that I give you, though. I would definitely suggest that. The Hydras asks, Leafy, will Yokai Watch Busters come out before Yokai Watch 3? Of course it will. Busters was part of the hype tactic for Yokai Watch 3. Usopp was in Busters, he was in Movie 2, he was in Anime Season 3 for us, Season 2 for Japan. Everyone was like, oh wow, Usopp, so cool! And then he was finally available in Yokai Watch 3, and that's what made it be the best-selling game of August. Or, yeah, I think it was August and July, right? I'll have to check my facts on that. Oh, moderators Arivas corrects me. Komoshiro Gamer was talking to him about grinding for Unikirin, not me. Oops. Oh, I was gonna change out my team. I always forget to do that. We'll do that after this one. A lot of people asking what my favorite S rank is, excluding legendaries. Oh man, see, I answer this every time, but my answer changes every time. Because Yokai Watch has so many strong designs. I love it. There are just so many designs that I absolutely love, that are really strong conceptually, and I really gotta give Yokai Watch props for that. I mean, it's difficult to choose any sort of favorites. Abdallah says, thanks for coming, Lucky13. Yes, thank you, Lucky. Thank you, Zarivas. Shoutouts to you guys, fantastic moderators, taking care of the chat. Really appreciate it. How's this? But yeah, favorite S rank? Trying to decide. Which S ranks do I really like? Well, probably not my favorites, but all the Bizarrios are pretty cool. I really like their designs. Bizarria and Demona and Camellia. I like all of their designs, but I wouldn't say they're my favorites. Not my absolute favorites. Maybe Venok Dorochi. He's pretty cool. Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorites. Maybe Unpleasant. Unkeen. It's a good question. Gamer Extraordinaire says, "Hey Leafy, hope I'm not too late." No, of course you aren't. We still have a good hour and a half left of streaming to go. We've got this whole Scramble Battle map to traverse. You're definitely not too late. So we'll go just all by rank, and we'll do some fun guys. We'll do Benocta Woken, I like him, Komoshira, obviously Slurpent, and then we'll do Devourer and Hakai. Bam. What does he sound like? Oh wow! Is this his Japanese voice? It sounds like he's saying Kai, which I would assume is what they have him say in the Japanese version. That's pretty funny. Tom asks, "Hey Leafy, how do you get the Model Zero in Wibble Wobble?" It's just a bunch of random item drops from Classic Yokai, Wicked Yokai, and then you need the Swirly Bell from Konosan or Komachiro. It's really all luck. There are no tips to give, unfortunately. You just gotta keep trying. Man, Devourer's Wibble Wobble looks so cool. It looks really cool. I love that color. I know Chronosu was saying that he really likes the color too. Benocta Woken obviously has that awesome Awoken shine. I'm hoping that we get Hydabat soon. That would be really nice. I was hoping for Total Dude Awoken. Probably not gonna happen. Unless they put him in on Tuesday. That would be really nice. Oh, that's funny. He says Bon Appetit like D-Muncher does, but he says it in a much less intimidating manner. That's not very scary. We'll go Unkeen, and then Devour. Oh man, didn't have time to use Devourer there. Oops. Death Madness says, "Leafy, Konami fixed the online problem in Super Bomberman R since your last stream. It's so much better than ever. Check it out this Saturday then, on my YouTube channel. youtube.com/101leafy. Link to that in the description." Oh wow, guys, we have 90 contribution. I can't believe it. Oh man. Pam says, "Why isn't this called Yokai Scramble? Like with an L, as in eggs." I don't know, but they should have done that. That's really good. Moderator Zarivas makes a really good point. He says the color of Devourer is nice because it's like Kieran. He really stands out on your team, especially with typical teams for grinding Y money. The Mighty Someone asks a really difficult question. You know, you think of questions to ask somebody streaming Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble, and you're like, what's gonna make them sweat? What's gonna make them think? Really consider their life options, and he asks, good question, will you be playing Psychic Spectres? And my answer, no, I hate Yokai Watch. I'm kidding. I'll be playing it as soon as I can possibly get my hands on it, and I will be covering it extensively on my YouTube channel and on my website, mountwildwood.net. So stay tuned for that. I have some really interesting stuff planned, including a really cool, exciting project that I can't say much about now, but when Psychic Spectres comes out, you'll have to stay tuned for that, because that'll be really cool. So look forward to it. Magna Bomber asks, what are your thoughts on Super Bomberman R? Oh, you have some good Switch discussion going on today. Well, I gave a review on stream the last time I did a stream for it, and my condensed thoughts are, it's fun, but it lacks polish. That's basically my final thoughts in a nutshell. Sort of sloppy controls, laggy online. Just, I don't know. Everything feels sort of awkward. It feels like a launch title, I guess. It's worth picking up if you want a good 8-player multiplayer game for sure. Gamers Online asks, Pandal or Tetsuya? Well, Pandal has the meme magic, but Tetsuya is one of my favorite yokai. You know, you can't ask. That's an actually difficult question. Not even sarcasm. That's a difficult question right there. Meme Magic versus a genuine favorite. Honestly, gonna have to go Pandal. I will S-rank Pandal as soon as possible once Yokai Watch 3 2.0 comes out. Yellow Pearl asks, is it possible to get Unkeen? Oh my god. I don't know if you spelled that correctly, but I think you're trying to say Unikirin without Unkeen. Technically yes, because basically, along with getting top 5 to get a guaranteed Unikirin, people can get top 50 to get Scramble Battle coins, and Unikirin has a small but still notable chance of being pulled from these Scramble Battle coins. But here's the thing. Everybody that puts in the work to get 40,000 contribution points gets a few coins, and I'll show you guys that right now. So technically it is possible to get Unikirin without Unkeen, but your chances of getting Unikirin go way, way up when you can actually put in the work to get top 50. Abrand asks, Leafy, would you rather have Psychic Specters or Busters early? Well, let me just say this now, I think that we should get both, and I absolutely want both. But I would say Busters, just because, you know, Busters would be entirely new, and it's really expansive, and we'd be able to have a lot of fun together with that 4-player. Sorry, I was getting a little too excited about Switch. With that 4-player Busters. 8-player Busters on Switch would be awesome, and I really hope they do it. Just think about it. Think about the potential. 8 people with their Switches, playing Busters together, that would be nice. So yeah, if you get 40,000, then you get 2 Scramble Battle coins. Or no, 3. 3 coins. So that's 12 chances altogether. And you don't even need to rank. Hey moderator Christina, thank you very much for making it out here. I know you've had a busy day today, so I really appreciate you coming. Can't wait to see you at C2E2 this Sunday. If you guys are near-ish Illinois, then see if you can make it down to the Chicago Comic Entertainment Expo. I will be there this Sunday, and you can say hi. Abdallah will be there, of course. That'll be super fun. Christina will be there, one of our loyal moderators. Say hi. Trade Yokai Watch trading cards, because I'm trying to complete my collection. It'll be fun. Ah. Oh, we'll just take him out with Octosnake. Okay, yeah, Abdallah does have a Discord chat if you guys are interested in that. Could one of the moderators please get a link to that and put that in the chat so people can join? We could definitely use some more members, it's fun. In case you guys don't know, Discord is an instant messaging program. Sort of I don't know, it's hard to compare it to anything. Because you can do like these little communities. Dragon Man says, judge my team. Orkanos, Goldenyan, Komasan S, Komashura, and King Mara. I wouldn't say it's very great. Orkanos leaves a lot to be desired. Goldenyan is pretty awful. Komasan S is one of the weakest attackers in terms of S ranks. Who are the other people on your team? Komashura and King Mara are fantastic and have great synergy with each other. So I'd swap out those 3 members of your team. You say you have Shogunyan, so switch him out with Goldenyan. Trust me, you just gotta level him up. Exploration Eevee asks, what is the good, like a suitable ultimate level for Slurpent? I'd say 5 is acceptable, but 6 is the sweet spot. Oops, sorry about that. Sometimes I'll be clicking with my mouse and then I'll drag my window. It happens. Alright, we'll take him out here. Clear. Thunder05 asks, Leafy, are you on the Yokai Watch Amino? I joined it today and I was just wondering. I am not. You can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and the subreddit, because I manage that. So that's like my main base of operations. Jacob Spencer asks, will there be an online mode in Psychic Yokai Watch Blasters? They haven't said. In my opinion, I think it would be really cool if they just sort of added that. Just like, you know, to be cool. Just to be cool, because that would be really cool. But, if it's completely loyal to Shinichi, then no. Psychic Yokai Watch Blasters will only be local. Sorry. Joshua Tube Gaming asks, Leafy, which yokai are you looking forward to most in Psychic Specters? Macho Nyan. He's ridiculously cute, ridiculously broken, and ridiculously fun to use. I love Macho Nyan. He's a brave A-rank yokai. He's an actually good Nyan. It's very difficult to believe, I know. And he has Constitution of the Tiger. I can't remember what they call it in English, but I think that's what the Japanese name is, right? And it lets him survive 2 attacks, up to 2 attacks. It's sort of RNG based, with 1 HP left. Really, really good. Crimson Arzeros asks, Leafy, does everyone in top 5 have Unkeen, or can you get him 5th if you play all day every day with Robonoko and Jibakomon? You need Unkeen to be top 5. No exceptions, no question about it. Unless you are a robot that can literally play 24 hours a day. Then you absolutely need Unkeen. Grace Pike asks, what's your all-time favorite game, Leafy? But then, in parentheses, she puts yokai games. So if you're asking about my favorite Yokai Watch game, Fleshy Souls, but then Psychic Specters when that comes out. And if you're asking about my favorite game of all time, that goes to Pikmin 2, with Earthbound and Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door being the close follow-ups. Gamers Online asks, one day could you play Jackbox Party Games 3 on Switch on stream? Okay, sure. So, I like doing multiplayer games. I wasn't really aware that that had released already, but I know that my friend SageMaster really likes the Jackbox Party games. So, I'll have to check that out on Switch. If you guys are interested in playing it with me on stream, hit me up on Twitter. Let me know. I'll be doing a poll about that soon. And, check me out on YouTube. And we'll do a stream. We'll play together for a subscriber Saturday. I do want to do Mario Kart soon, though. That's going to be awesome. We'll be playing a lot of that. I love Mario Kart. The Hydras asks, Leafy, is Unkeen better than Unpleasant? I don't know who to choose. Well, in Yokai Watch 2, they both serve completely different purposes, but in my opinion, RNG hacks are way better, just because it's hysterical when they work. Basically, Unpleasant is one of 3 yokai in the game to have the Soothing Rhythm skill, and the only actually useful outside of his skill yokai to have it. And what Soothing Rhythm does is it increases the chance of your enemy's yokai loafing, which means they do nothing and you can poke them. So if you get really lucky from this increased chance, and your opponent isn't running a Soldier's Soul, or General Soul I think it's called, then, you know, you're just gonna dominate them, because all their yokai are loafing half the time. And I've played Hackers Online with Unpleasant, and it was a very unpleasant experience when it worked. And when it didn't, I would just, you know, annihilate them. Brody asks, are you a bony or a fleshy Leafy? I'm a honke. Personally, Tetsuya is one of my favorite yokai, so obviously gotta go fleshy. Though I do love Orochi. I think he's way better than QB. I think he's cooler. Though I do love QB. I do love QB. But I don't know, man. QB's kind of weird. I like him though. I like the spellcasters. But Orochi was kind of, I felt like he was more useful to Enma too. QB didn't really do much. All this stuff was going down in the yokai world, and Orochi stays behind. And he's like fighting off these guys, and then Keito comes in. He's like, Keito, you gotta help us! Everyone's dying, everything's on fire. But then, you know, QB, he just kind of like hanging around outside, and he's like, oh, hey, what's up? Let's learn some science today. Literally teaching at an elementary school when people are dying. I don't know. He's suspicious. Christina asks, Leafy, do you like Yukai Watch? Never heard of it. Sorry, Christina. DM me on Twitter. Let me know what that is. Sounds kind of cool. I'll have to check it out. Ranvid says, Leafy, rate my team. Shogunyan, Snartle, Blizzaria, Unpleasant, and Zero. I would replace Blizzaria, but other than that, that's a pretty good team. You're making some solid money while making your way through the levels. I really like that. Sponsor Crimson says, Leafy, when I saw that Tetsuya was in Fleshy Souls, I was like, that's it! Choosing that one! Very good choice, Crimson. You have good taste. Chocomoco asks, Leafy, which legendary yokai is better to have? Shogunyan or Pufekor? I have no idea who that is. Sorry. Seriously though, when you guys are asking these questions, you have to specify, is this Wibble Wobble or Yokai Watch 2? Because I have no idea, and my answer will be very different for questions like that. Plus, try to spell the yokai's name correctly, because it makes it a little easier to glance at while I'm battling. Sponsor Oliver asks, what is the bonus for buying Psychic Spectres physically? We don't know yet. I hope we get something. That would be really cool. I'm guessing that we'll be getting probably the Jibakoma medal. Though, it might be Dark Neon. Because Jibakoma is in our regular series, right? So, we might get Dark Neon, which was given out as a movie promo in Japan, and we haven't had any news on over here. My money's definitely on Dark Neon as our physical bonus. Ungeen, nice. Alright, we'll take her out. Or I guess not. Alright. Yokai are toughening up quick. Gares Online says, I'm enjoying this Pokemon Duel stream. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying this Disney Tsum Tsum stream, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more content. And of course, check out the link in the description below to download Nox, which is the software that I use to play Wibble Wobble on my computer and stream for you guys. Stormwolf says, I can't get more Schmappis. I can't either, because I've never heard of that yokai. Mighty Defender says, judge my team. Well, when you say it that way, how could I say no? Pepion, Lionheart, Shogunyan, Benoct, and Goldenyan. Again, guys, healers, no. Alright, new rule. If you guys have healers in your team and you're asking me to judge it, I will not even acknowledge your comment, because you know what I'm gonna say. No healers. Brody asks, in Psychic Spectre's video, Abdallah mentioned your favorite yokai is Hinoshin, but you say it's Tetsuya? Please explain? Oh my god, Leafy exposed! I can't believe this. When's the Leafy rant going up, Abdallah? When are you putting that up? I can't believe Leafy could pull the wool over our eyes like this. Just completely bamboozle us. Well, the truth is that my favorite tribe is Shady, and Hinoshin is a Shady yokai, and he's also one of the strongest designs in my opinion. He's one of my favorite yokai, tied with Tetsuya and Kantetsu. They're tied. I can't pick a favorite. They're all my favorites. Sorry, you'll have to settle for that. Zeta says, I love how Leafy is playing Breath of the Wild Mobile Edition. Yeah, I'm using a USB-C to HDMI converter and streaming from my Switch handheld. Bon appetit. Sponsor Oliver says, Leafy, please read this. Well, I mean, I read everything. You guys know you don't have to say that, right? He says, I got Mermother for my Scramble Battle coin, and then I used a 5-star coin right after and got D-Muncher. Congratulations, that's pretty lucky. Look at Unkeen's Wibble Wobble. It looks so cool. I love it. It's awesome. Zeta says, Leafy, please judge my team. 5 healers. Well, you're probably not gonna lose, but you're not gonna win for like 30 minutes. So if you don't mind taking 20 hours to complete a single map, then go ahead and use 5 healers, Zeta. I dare you. Mr. L asks, what do you think? Snartle, Shogunyan, Miracle, Zero, and Burly. Ditch the Miracle for another Brave Yokai. He's not worth it. Luke the Great asks, Leafy, but seriously, can you stream Breath of the Wild on your second channel or something? I don't have a second channel, Luke. I have my 101 Leafy channel. Personally, I don't think it's ever a good idea to do a second channel. If you look at even the really huge guys, like, their subscribers are less than half of their original channel. They get more viewership just uploading on their main. Though, you know, I'm not gonna act like I know more than them, that's just my opinion. I am certainly not saying that that's the better idea, because obviously, they're far more successful than I am, and far more experienced. But I could stream Breath of the Wild, I guess, but it won't really fit anything. I don't really have anything to stream at this point. I'll be streaming a lot of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I know Gamers Online suggested that I stream Persona 5 on Twitch. Mighty Someone asks, how does Venok talk if he doesn't have a mouth? He does have a mouth, he's just wearing a scarf. The scarf isn't his mouth. It's not like, he's not like Greninja, where his scarf, like, comes out of his mouth or whatever. P-Gray says, 5 healers on Madaman stage. MLGY money strats. Oh man, P-Gray. The March 2016 nostalgia there, when everybody thought that grinding Madaman for an hour so that they could get 3,000 Y money was the best strategy because, oh my god, I can do a whole crank right after clearing a stage. This is incredible. Those were the days. Those were the days. I really enjoyed that. Mario was doing wacky strategies. White Kyurem says that he uses Snartle, Shogunyan, Komoshira, Zero, and Beelzebub. Perfect. Yeah, it's pretty good. I feel like 2 attack uppers is sort of redundant, but, you know, it should get the job done. Komoshira Gamer asks a really fun question. Can you please judge my Puni team? Platinum Oni, Yamaton, Ultimate Robonyan, Sakura Orochi, and that score booster Arachnus thing. You mean Onigumo. I'm not really trying... I don't know. I'm not really sure what you're trying to do here. Like, what's the purpose of your team? Are you trying to make money or what? Because if you're trying to make money, then ditch Sakura Orochi and replace him with Gargaros. And then... yeah. Replace him with Gargaros and you're good. Like, that's a really good team right there. So yeah, you know, your team's pretty solid, but I don't really understand the purpose of Sakura Orochi, I guess. Replace him with Gargaros, or at least Mad Mountain or Lava Lord or something, and you should be good to go. Bon appetit! Oh, and just as I say that, Agent Mega Scissor says Devour is so loud. Yeah, it's pretty loud. If you compare the sound. Barely hear that. Just like, Bon appetit! He's excited. Nicholas Williams asking an interesting question. If I hopefully get Slurpent, he asks, do I replace an attack upper or a score upper with Slurpent? Well, here's the thing. What's the purpose of Slurpent? Think about that for a moment. What is the purpose of Slurpent? Well, the purpose of Slurpent is to get you more attacks within a single fever time. So is Slurpent not effectively an extremely powerful attack upper? I mean, all he's doing is getting you more damage. So you want to replace an attack upper with Slurpent. Replacing your score upper will result in a far lower score. Sponsor Crimson asks, Leafy, who would you like to see in Fire Emblem Heroes after they're done with Fire Emblem Echoes banners? Well, I like to see Anna from Fates. I like to see Anna from Awakening. You know where I'm going with this. I want an Anna event where literally all of the event pranks are Anna, only like from all the different games, and that's all you can crank. That's it. Oh, and Donald. Donald, except he's only 5 stars. And he's a focus. Because Donald's my favorite too. I like Donald. Donald's, you know, he's the classic underdog story. He's this super cool dude. Just awesome, you know. He might not have strength, but this kid's got moxie, alright guys? So you bring him on your team. He's got a spear, that's it. He's got a spear and he's got spirit. That's all you need to fight. So you train him up, he's got aptitude, right? Because he might not come from the best place, might not have the best upbringing, but he's a sharp kid. Sharp kid, he's got aptitude so that he gets better stats than everyone else. He learns better, he learns faster. So then, once you upgrade him, what's the best class change for Donald? At least in my opinion, hero. That's so beautiful. Donald, the humble villager, turning into a hero and just annihilating everybody. Because Donald is broken and Pair Up is broken. Hey, the Filthy Goat! Thanks for stopping by. Got you, P-Gray, Abdallah was here. Well, Goat says, I never remember that these happen every Monday. Man, I'm gonna cry. You're gonna make me cry on stream. Breath of the Wild finale encore. This is gonna be someone bad. I don't even know what we pulled there. Holy X-Borb? I was chatting. Oh man, guys, Negative Buzz is at Ultimate 5. I can't believe it. Lady Longneck, you know, just trash coin yokai. Nothing exciting. Liam Bauer says, hey Leafy, how are you feeling? Thanks for asking, Liam. I'm feeling fantastic this Monday. Feeling really, really good today. Pretty excited about that, actually. Jerry Water says, my yokai team is all Schmoopy. I hope that you realize that popularity does not stack in Yokai Wash mainline, unfortunately. So using more than one Schmoopy is very redundant and pretty useless. B-Gray says, Negative Buzz hype. Shadowcrafter asks, Leafy, do you know the probability of getting Unicorn in the Scramble Battle coins? I don't, but it's probably less than ideal, honestly. However, I am noticing a lot of people saying they got him, but that's probably just confirmation bias, right? Most people talking about their crank pulls are going to be people bragging about getting Unicorn. I will say you have a chance. I've seen quite a few people say they pulled him. You have a chance, and that's what matters. Fever time, y'all. Dragon Man says, please judge this, Leafy exposed. I beat a level with level 50 Golden Yan, but I couldn't. I couldn't get halfway with level 50 Shogun Yan. My judgment is that you should get better at the game. Ooh, no, I'm serious, I'm serious. Playing with a healer is a completely different playstyle than playing very aggressively. An aggressive playstyle is technically a better one because it's more efficient, but, and I have more success with it. But, you know, you kind of need to change how you play. It's sort of like a fighting game, right? If you're using a low-tier character that you've been playing with for a while, then you're obviously going to be better at using them than you are with a high-tier character. Unless you're playing Bayonetta or Cloud, low-skilled floor, crash 599 win club characters. I'm joking, of course. I'm joking. Anyway, it's like that, right? You switch over to the high tier character and you're like, oh man, I can't wave shine. But then it's like, oh, well, once you get good, you realize, oh, I guess Fox might be a little better than, like, I don't know, Bowser. Might be a little better. Personally, I prefer Smash 4 though. Princess Sarah asks, Leafy, do you think I'll ever be good in Yokai Watch Wibble Wobble? Sure! Nothing's stopping you. Just gotta get good yokai, really. It's not very much about you being good, as much as it is about your yokai being good. You should probably switch out Devourer for Uncle Infinite, right? Just to showcase him a bit. Let me know in the chat. Give me a thumbs up if you want to see Devourer switched out for Uncle Infinite. But if you want to keep things as is, then give me a thumbs down. We'll go Venoct, and then once we take out that, we'll use Venoct. That anime fangirl 100 asks, Leafy, I just got the Mermaid Pearl from a Plunder stage. Congratulations, that's pretty rare. Are there any other fusion items that I could get for it? Yeah, so the Plunder stages have a very small chance of giving you any fusion item, as far as I know. So cross your fingers and hope you get something good. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs up. Oh! A triple thumbs up there. More thumbs down, though. I personally think that Uncle Infinite is kind of lame. I don't like him that much. But the thumbs up are outweighing the thumbs downs. So we'll switch out Devourer for Uncle Infinite for now. Gamers Online asks Leafy, can you talk like Inoho? I mean, Inoho's basically me incarnate, man. If you ever hear me get sidetracked on stream, that's that's my Inoho impression, basically. I get really sidetracked talking about games that I like on stream. Oh, I was gonna switch out Devourer for Uncle Infinite. I'll switch that out after the stage. Wazio Gomez asks Leafy, is buying Choco Bars for Jibakoma worth it? Oh, absolutely. You need Jibakoma, and food helps tremendously, even if it's only a 2-star. Rick asks, Leafy, judge my main stage clearing team. Shogunyan, Snartle, Camellia, and Komoshira. Yeah, that works. I don't see any problems with it. Zeta says, I dare you to have at least 4 or 5 healers on your team for the next battle. Alright, Uncle Infinite and 4 healer team. Let's go. We'll do this. Ha ha.
Outstanding.
Reynolds asks, is Illuminoct better than Shogunyan? Yeah, Illuminoct is strictly better than Shogunyan in Wibble Wobble. Illuminoct has more attack and the same Ultimate, so obviously Illuminoct is better. Tom asks, hey Leafy, can you tell me if you think NHM will give us a Gargaros Awoken? I think it's possible. Or do you think that they'll at least give us Usapion? We'll get Usapion eventually. We know that NHN wants to give him to us by the end of the year. That's all we know. No idea how we'll get him. No idea when we'll get him. But we'll get him by the end of the year. Artful. Uncle Infinite. And 4 healers. Okay. And, of course, my favorite yokai! Eterna, the true waifu. Owen says, I can't believe Leafy is doing it, Seta. Oh, believe it, Owen. The ultimate team. The team to end all teams. Sponsor Crimson says, Leafy, I was checking out the Yorozuma plushies the other day, and I was able to find a Bourgeois G plush. Bourgeois G. Sorry, French. What did he say? I wasn't able to find Princess Speech, though. Are there only plushies of Yokai and Puni? No, they just haven't gotten around to, making that. Because he's American Legend, which Princess Speech isn't. Princess Speech is like a special... Well, she might be an American Legend, but she's not the same kind. She's a new one in version 2.0 or 3.0 that's only available through Buster's T as far as I know. Shogunyan says in all caps, Leafy, please rate my team, but I don't know, I think you made a typo. You want to reread what you wrote and see where your error was? Luke says Sakura Orochi's English name will likely be Blumenaught. I'm not gonna say most likely, but that's certainly a good name for him. Which is why it's not the most likely. Well, oh wow. Look at this ultimate that's helping us clear the stage in a timely and fun and enjoyable manner. Wow. Christina asks, Leafy, do you have a prediction of when we'll get Snack World? So, personally, I think there's a high chance of us getting the Snack World anime by the end of the year. Because Snack World premiered. Its initial announcement had a fully dubbed 8-minute trailer. Then, the next trailer for the anime had a dubbed version as well, an English dub version. So, a dubbed version of Snack World is definitely something that's on their mind. Plus, Snack World is a lot easier to localize, and you can tell they designed it with international audiences in mind. Plus, Level 5's been pretty busy lately, but we know that they haven't been doing too much with Yokai Watch, with Psychic Spectres taking a year to localize. So I'd say lots of Snack World stuff is happening, and we could see it by the end of the year. Probably not the 3DS game. Probably not. Maybe 3DS game for holiday, but I'm not betting on it. Definitely not. We'll absolutely see it soon, though. Come on, Uncle Infinite. Please, save us from this. This is miserable. Alright, guys. New rule. Please stop using capitals to try and get me to rate your team. It's spam, is what it is. And you'll be timed out. Ask nicely and make sure to follow the rules. If you're using a healer, I'm not even going to acknowledge it. Mark says, this team would be better with Panda on it. Legit, it would. It actually would. If we replaced Pepion with Panda. It would actually be a better team. P-Gray says, great speedrun of that level, Leafy. Thanks, P-Gray. I tried to complete that level with as little clicks as possible. Left mouse button clicks. Right now we're down to half a click, but I don't know. What's the verdict, guys? Can you have half clicks? Or can you only have no click or a full click? That's the question. Moderator Zariboss asks, what are you talking about, Leafy? This is the best battle ever. It was. We had a healer jamboree. Yeah. So now that that's done and over with, let's go back to using the Cool Kid team. Sebastian Martinez asks, "Hi Leafy, did I come early?" Welcome, Sebastian, and no, you came about the right time. We still have an hour left in the stream. Thank you very much for coming. Shondito, wow, going retro. Great to see you again, Shondito. Asks, Leafy, are you a fan of Tamagotchi? In Japan, re-released the original from 1997. Did they seriously? Dude, Tamagotchi is life. That was classic. Omar Harold asks, have you met NHN before, Leafy? No, I have not met NHN before. NHN is a Korean company, so it would be pretty possible for me to speak with them. I have, however, interacted with a community manager at NHN, where we're pretty good friends. He's a really cool guy. But he doesn't work on Wibble Wobble anymore. He works on some other NHN games, including Crusader's Quest. Pretty cool game. He used to work on Wibble Wobble, though, until January, and we did talk about Wibble Wobble when he worked on it. He does play it, like, as a player now. But back when he worked on it, it was fun. It was good to hear what he had to say about it. And he's the one that let us know that NHN wants to put Usapyeon in Wibble Wobble by the end of the year. Bubstep says, all hail Leafy. Bow down to me. Make sure to check me out on YouTube if you enjoy these weekly streams. I'm youtube.com/101leafy. I have Wibble Wobble videos, I have other Nintendo videos, I have some awesome Mario Kart content coming up soon. We'll be playing Mario Kart 8 together if you want to play Mario Kart with me. Tune in next Saturday. We'll be playing that. It is released to everybody next Saturday, right? Yeah, it will be. So next Saturday, we'll all play Mario Kart together. That'll be really fun. 8 players, and we'll swap out throughout the stream. Yeah, I'm on Twitter, Twitch. Never know what I might do on there. I like to hold polls. Let me know what you think of what I do, if you have any suggestions. Just real quick, thanks again to our sponsors, Nox App Player. If you're wondering how I play Wibble Wobble on my computer, how I manage to stream Wibble Wobble every week to you guys, this is how I do it. There's a link in the description to how to play Wibble Wobble on your computer. It's for the application Nox App Player. You click it, go to the website, and download a fully featured Android app player. It's more like a virtual machine though. And you can play Wibble Wobble, Fire Emblem Heroes, Super Mario Run, and you know, basically any Android app or game you can play on your computer with Nox. So click the link in the description if you want to check that out. I suggest checking out The World Ends With You. I really like that game, and they have a pretty quality Android port. So if you've never heard of that DS Classic, then check it out on your computer. Shadow Spectre 777 says, Leafy, please love me. Well, since you said please. Abdallah says, help support the stream by hitting that link in the description and downloading the app. Hey Abdallah, I didn't know you were still here. Great to see you. Yeah guys, if you want to support the stream, more than just subscribing, more than just liking, more than just leaving a comment, then clicking the link in the description below to check out Nox, and especially giving it a download really does help out. So big shout out to anybody that did that. Post in the chat. If you click the link and you download Nox, post in the chat, let me know that you did, and I'll absolutely give you a shout out. Because I know earlier on in the stream, I actually did say that I'd give people shout outs because a lot of people have been asking these past few weeks. So if you want a shout out, that's how you get it. Owen asks, where's Slurpent? Oh yeah, I should probably be using Slurpent, right? I'm guessing you guys want to see the snake. Abdallah says, I've been here the whole time. You're invisible, Abdallah. Stuffed. She says Fire Emblem Heroes won't show up on the Play Store. Yeah, you just gotta sideload the APK. Basically just the application file. Click and drag it into Nox and you'll install it that way. Omar asks, Leafy, is the Nox app available for Android devices? I'm not sure if you're being sarcastic or not, but all that Nox is an Android virtual machine. So if they put Nox on an Android device, that wouldn't really do much. It lets you basically have an Android phone on your computer, and you use Nox to play Android apps on your PC, basically. Abdallah says, I'm actually right behind you. Yes, you. Look behind you, guys. Be careful. Zeta says, but I don't care about getting shoutouts. Is there another prize, Leafy? Nope, sorry, Zeta. Maybe I'll give you a thumbs up. I'll give you a thumbs up emote in the chat. The Hydra says, I'm downloading Nox right now. Awesome, Hydras. Crimson says, Leafy, I already have Nox for Fire Emblem Heroes, so I didn't click the link. Oh, well, you already have Nox, which is pretty nice. I like using it for Heroes too. It's awesome being able to play Heroes on my computer, honestly. Like, that's the main way that I played it. Mainly because my phone's battery is awful. I don't know what happened. I need to get a new one. Not a new phone, a new battery. Yeah. Alright, we'll crack that box. Not much of a reason for me to play in this event. I haven't gone hard on this event much. I really went into it last month, but this month it's like, oh, okay, so you have the coins, and the coins give me a chance at Robin on F. That would be nice, but I already have him. So it's like, not too much of a reason for me to get them. But yeah, a couple of you guys noticing that we got Noko here. Not too notable, because I tend to get him a lot on these scrambled maps, since you're playing so many stages, like, in such a quick succession. Doesn't do much, we didn't recruit him, we already have him in our medallion. Speaking of the medallion, let's check out these new yokai that we got. I'm really interested in what their medallion descriptions are. What are these quality translations? Alright guys, place your bets, give me a 1, 2, or 3 for how many typos you think are going to be there in total. I don't think there will be more than 3 typos in total. I'm hoping. But if you do, then let me know in the chat. How many typos do you think we'll find in these 2 medallion entries? Or 3, because of Uncle Infinite. You checked them out last week, but check it out again this week. How many typos will we see? We're gonna go Devourer first, because he's brave. I'm guessing 3 typos in total. 635 attack, really good. 393 health, doesn't really matter. It's not great. Shout out to Ranvid, says, I downloaded Nox. Abdallah says, this is honestly my favorite part. It's the most thrilling part of the stream. 21219 from Shadowcrafter. Abdallah says, I'm guessing totally 2. Alright. I think that's a fair bet. He sucks the energy from victims, leaving their bodies intact. They just look like they've fallen asleep. Alright, that's good. That works. Ill appetite. Opens his massive mouth and chomps on central yokai Wibble Wobble. Abdallah says, wow, if NHM watches this video. NHM is pretty good at laughing at themselves, actually, is what I've heard from them. Opens his massive mouth and chomps on central yokai Wibble Wobble. You know what? This is pretty spotless. Sucks the energy from victims, leaving their bodies intact. They just look like they've fallen asleep. Technically, they could probably have like an article there, right? But I think from victims works. I'll accept it. Devourer passes. And he's got the correct voice clip, too. This is his new English voice. Wait, hang on a second. Oh, no, okay. Chomps on a single foe. Chomps on central yokai Wibble Wobble. I thought they accidentally copy and pasted the description. Alright. Moving on. Seeing some clapping. Oh, yeah. NHN deserves some applause for that. Uncle Infinite. Let's see what he's got. 443 health. Not special at all. 585 attack, pretty bad. He's just flat out worse than Devourer. Even Papa Bolt is scared of Uncle Infinite's power. You can throw a table an entire mile! Exclamation point. Yeah, okay. That works. Table flips. Flips the table, popping central Wibble Wobble. You know what? I'm counting that as a typo. They should have had a comma there. It should have been flips a table, comma, popping central yokai Wibble Wobble. Because here, the implication of this sentence is that the table he's flipping is already popping the Wibble Wobble, which is not what he's doing. He's flipping the table to pop Wibble Wobble in the process. So, I'm counting that as a typo. Let me know what you guys think. I think that is. He's got this awkward sound, but you know what? It's his sound. No crazy errors there. And finally, Unkeen. So we have one typo so far. Pretty impressive. Really, really impressive. Bosses? Nah, we want Wicked. Alright, 418 HP, not really special, not exciting, you know, it's like, okay, he's an attacker. He's gonna have low health. Then that 610 attack is made up by the fact that, I think Model 0 works on Wicked, right? And then, plus, he's got Wicked Unity. If you want to do a full Wicked Executive team, that's actually gonna work. It could work for clearing stages. A Wicked boss who boasts great power and believes that it is his duty to destroy all that he sees. In his ultimate move, Unkeen Crack, a punch capable of destroying all. Pop Central Yokai Wibble Wobble. So technically, Wicked could be capitalized. I think they would probably capitalize Boss as well. But since they decided that the title Wicked Boss isn't worthy of being capitalized, I guess they don't need to. So I'm not going to count that against them. However, I don't think they needed the comma there. A punch capable of destroying all Pop Central Yokai Wibble Wobble. They shouldn't have a comma there. They should either have nothing or a semicolon, I think. Because a semicolon would definitely work, and I don't think they need a comma. So I'm saying 2. I think we did have 2 typos there. So congratulations, Abdallah. You were correct about that. And here, yes, Club Step, asking me to showcase Unkeen's incredible hair. Look at that, that's so menacing. I love it. Got the emblem, cool robe. I like the poses, I like the animations. You've got that practice punch. Really, really strong, or the strongest single targeting attack in Yokai Watch 2. And let's take a look at the Devourer's animations, since we didn't see them all. Yeah, I agree, moderator Zari Boss. He says, Wicked isn't saying the tribe though, it's more of an adjective describing what kind of boss he is. But here's the thing, Wicked Boss is an actual term, along with Kaima Executive. It's a category of yokai. Unkeen, unkind, unfairy, untidy, and the other one. Unpleasant. All of those. Abdallah says, yay! What if I told you I already have these yokai and checked already? I wouldn't believe you. I'm not sure when the last time you played Wibble Wobble was. And then Uncle Infinite's animation. I think that's Power Punch, right? His attack. What is this dance? That's crazy. I like this dance. It's stylish. Alright. Got some good animations, some good yokai. Nothing exceptional. Nobody that you need to crank right. Honestly, I'd say save your money. I'd say hold off. This little limited time event yokai Wibble Wobble thing, it's okay. It's cool that I finally have my favorite Kaima executive, but outside of personal preference, not much is worth getting here. Devourer is just a worse Cruncha, I think. If we look at Cruncha, compared to Devourer, the Devourer has 635 attack. And Cruncha has what? 605. Okay, so Devourer is a stronger Cruncha. I'll give him that. Devourer is definitely worth pulling for a brave, aggressive team. But he's not something to stress about. There are other brave, aggressive yokai out there. I mean, we have Pandle, obviously, the best one. Zero, Cruncha, Snartle, Shogunyan, Lionheart, Illuminoct, D-Muncher, Moxie, and even Camellia works. Even Camellia works. And Blazion Awoken when he comes back to the crit. So if you miss one aggressive brave yokai, you definitely do not need that. Definitely don't need that. Nylanth asks, is Leafy's chat behind by a lot? Effectively. But what's actually happening is that your stream is behind by 30 seconds. So I'm reading your chat and responding to it in real time, but you don't hear my response until 30 seconds later. Kinda weird, but that's how streaming works. Do an SS team, says Mighty Defender. I like your enthusiasm. Let's do an SS team. Unfortunately, Wibwob has stopped. I feel like that should be Wibwob's motto. They should say that in the trailers and everything. They're like, yo, can I watch Wibwob? Unfortunately, it stopped. Game crashes all the time. I don't know, do you guys experience crashes on your phones? Because when I'm playing on my phone, it'll crash a lot too. I'll be like, oh, wow. Let's try and play Wibwob. And Wibwob's like, nah. Let's see, where were we in the stages? Stage 19, let's continue. Then M asks, what's Bushio's localized name? Shogun King. And you just remind me that we're doing SS rank team after this stage. But I forgot to do it for this stage because Wibwob crashed. Yeah. Here's an Arzuros asks, Leafy, which yokai would you like to see as an SSS rank? A triple S rank? Well, honestly, I think we need some serious meme magic in Wibwob. Not gonna lie, I genuinely want Pandle Awoken. If we can't get Pandle Awoken, get us triple S Pandle. Come on. NHN, it has to happen. I really, really hope, I know that they never will, but I really hope that NHN does an Awoken pull for us, like they did for Puni, where we get to vote on the yokai that we most want an Awoken form of. Because I know that we can all band together and get Pandle Awoken into the game. I know that we can do it. So if NHN will give us a chance and hold that poll, then we can show them. We can show them. Show them the power of memes. Uh-oh. I don't like how this looks. We need one more link. Fever. Shine. I love all of the new voice clips. Some yokai don't get special ones, and that's always disappointing. But the other ones are good. The new ones are cool. Choco asks, Leafy, which one should I have in Yokai Watch 2? Batinyan or Frostina? I want to make room for Shogunyan. Frostina, by far. Frostina is an extremely powerful B-rank attacker. She has Frostplay, or Snowplay? Is that what they call it? Increases the damage of ice attacks, just ice attribute attacks, not actual attacks, like physical ones, but physical attacks if you have the item that turns your physical attacks into ice ones. Or Frostina's ultimate move or her technique boosts the damage of all of those by 20%. So she's really strong for a B rank. Batinyan's okay. He's alright. But between the two, definitely go with Frostina. Detta asks Leafy, what type of Wibble Wobble would Pandal Awoken be? He would be like Kirokoma, where you drag your finger across the screen and rain toothpicks on all of the Wibble Wobbles and pop all of them. He'd be awesome. Leafy SS team! Thank you, Innate Kid! I get so distracted by answering everyone's questions. Not that that's a bad thing. I love talking to you guys. I just forget sometimes. Nicholas Williams asks, if you could have a Big Boss counterpart to a Heartful Tribe yokai, who would you base it off of? That's a good question. Probably, Hungramps. Because he's a sort of mascot, low-rank guy. He'd make a good Big Boss. He'd just be like, he'd just be a mouth, is really what he'd be. He'd just be a giant mouth, and that's what the boss is. Just a big old mouth. We'll go QB Awoken, Blazion Awoken, Tattletare, Sario Awoken, and, well, I said SS team, so replace Tattletare. Yeah, that's okay. That'll work. You know what? Let's replace Red J with an Awoken. I like the glowing. This, like this. Sage Master! Thank you for coming by! John asks, what Fire Emblem Heroes mod is this? Oh dude, it's the new summoning event. It's the yokai summons. Lane says Mass Mutterer, please. Okay, we'll use him later. We'll switch him out with Blazion. Naruto Uzumaki asks, in Yokai Watch 2, can you help me get Sloopont? Never heard of him, sorry. I cannot help you there. Does anybody in the chat know what Sloopont is? Is there a yokai that I don't know of? Pretty interested, actually. Let me know. Who is Sloopont? Alright, the stun will transfer. Load up some more Ultimates with Arachnus Awoken. This. Will Bazaria even pop this? Probably. Nice. Yeah, she's not fantastic. Goats found that she's actually the least powerful SS rank that we know of. Hydabat Awoken might be less powerful than her, but we don't know yet. Oh, I should have used Blazion there. Ah. D-Gray says, oh my god, the real Naruto is in the chat? No way! No way. Shadowcrafter asks, Leafy, what does Bourgeois G do in Puni Puni? I saw a video with him and it seems like he charges Fever Gauge, or something. So what he does is, while his ultimate is in effect, it's like 10 seconds or whatever. So for the next 10 seconds or 5 seconds or X amount of seconds, it's easier to charge Fever Time Gauge and charge ultimate meter. Nobody knows how much we'd actually need the numbers of all of his ultimate levels, so stay tuned to Robert, Springdale Data Sciences, for that, because he does play a lot of Puni. But until then, I cannot answer the specifics of that. I just know that his ultimate being used causes your Fever Time Gauge to fill faster, as do your soul meters. Basically just makes your gauges fill faster, is the short version. What's your favorite shady yokai? Asks Anime Lover. You can't ask that. Shady's my favorite tribe. Probably Hinoshin, honestly. I think he's really cool thematically. I honestly would say that he's my favorite yokai. I think he's super cool. Though, Enma really competes for that, for the favorite yokai title. Along with Tetsuya and Kantetsu are really cool, of course. But, yeah, it's between Tetsuya, Kantetsu, Hinoshin, and Enma. John Doe asks, do you have a chin, Leafy? Well, I'd certainly hope so. I'd be very concerned if I didn't. Wow, we need Arachnus. That's what we need here. Got Bazaria off, which is nice and all. Ooh, nice! Okay, just barely got the stun. We were so pressed for time that I couldn't even use Blazion Awoken. Now we can get into Fever Time. Hopefully get QB Awoken up. Nice, okay, so we'll get QB Awoken, use Blazion, pop QB with Bazaria, and we're good. What's your favorite SS rank? Asks Leo. In Wibble Wobble or in Puni? In Wibble Wobble, it's Blazion Awoken, because he makes you the most money. And in Puni, it's Kirokoma, because he makes you the most money. Money's everything in this game. What's your favorite Slippery? Asks Abra Archer Yokai. Slippery is probably my second favorite tribe. And my favorite Slippery is Orochi. He's really cool. He's one of Enma's retainers. How could you not love him? Oh yeah, some people are asking about the hidden stages. We have to get those. It's like size 25 Wibble Wobble or something, right? Let me check real quick. What are the hidden stages? Okay, so it's 23, size 25 or more, and then 24 is beat in 70 seconds or less, I think, right? So, size 25 Wibble Wobble or more. We'll have to use a good team for this. 0 for that health. Tall even. Meme tall. Assassin Minion says, Blaze! Dude, I love these voice clips. They're so good. The Hydra says, bye Leafy, I have to go. Hope I can come to some of your other live streams. Peace out. Thanks for coming, Hydras, and thanks to everybody else that's come. If you're enjoying this stream, if you enjoy the streams that I do in general, then be sure to check me out on YouTube. YouTube.com/11Leafy. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. We'll do something special for that. Let me know on Twitter or whatever what you think I should do. Because that's pretty cool. Almost 2,000 subscribers. Thank you to everybody showing their support for me. Make sure to check me out. I have Yokai Watch videos, the Nintendo videos. I have a lot of cool videos coming up, especially on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'll be reviewing Persona 5 soon, though I guess that's sort of overdone at this point. Got some good stuff coming, so check me out there. Make sure to smash that like button, show your support, leave a comment, and of course, check out the link to download Nox below. Even just clicking it really shows your support. If you want to do something that helps support us even more than just liking the video, then just click that link real quick. Go to the Nox page. There's a link to that in the description, and it's like play Wibble Wobble on your computer. Click that, give Nox a try, download it. See how fun it is to play Fire Emblem and Wibble Wobble on your computer. Really helps out. Oh man, I got so distracted. We have to do this size 25. Sponsor Oliver says hashtag meme tall. Why meme tall? Oh, it's because back when Wibble Wobble initially released, everyone liked to pretend that B-Tall was good, and I was like the only one back then that didn't think he was good. So I basically referred to B-Tall as a meme because everybody was like, oh, B-Tall's good, when he really isn't. Now most people know that he isn't. Promise Mass Mutterer says, Josiah Trader. You're right. You're right. Or as Mass Mutterer would say, gosh dang it, I can't believe I forgot. Zarivas, thank you very much, Mod. He says, Hydabat Awoken stats are 453 health and 635 attack. That's pretty solid. He should be good. But then again, Bazaria basically has the same stats, and she's pretty awful. But, Mass Mutterer, that's what I was doing. Thank you. Butter! Owen says, if I pay you 10 euros, will you send me an autograph? That sounds a little extreme, Owen. I'll see what I can do. Zeta says, Leafy, maybe for 2,000 subscribers, you can stream you playing a game that everyone recommends. Yeah! Let me know on Twitter! Tweet me at 101Leafy. What game should I play? For a little 2,000 subscriber live stream that we'll do this weekend. We'll do something fun. Yokai Watch 2, and I feel like that would be kind of boring. Dylan asks, wait, Beatall isn't good? No, he's not. It's awful. All he does is give you health. I mean, okay, think about this. No, this is just a sarcastic remark, but Beatall is so bad that his Sultimate, which is supposed to be good, is disappearing from the board. Really makes you think. Seriously though, he deals little to no damage on a Brave team. Like, your focus should be beating down enemies as hard as possible. Sacrificing a ton of damage for a couple hundred health just is not worth it. Oh yeah, Christina says not this weekend, it's C2E2. Alright, so we'll do it sometime this week. Alright, we got 25. Why would I do that? I was trying to get a size 25 Wibble Wobble on Robonoco stage. This is what I get for looking at the chat more than I do the actual game. Jeez, okay. Sponsor Oliver says face reveal. No, never. Nah, not for a very long time. Even Johnny hasn't done a face reveal, and he has 125,000 subscribers. If you want to see me, then see me in person at C2E2. You can't take pictures, but I'll certainly say hi. I'll be there this Sunday. It's the Chicago Comic Entertainment Expo. If you're there, come see Abdallah, come see me, come see Christina, our faithful moderator. Size 24, stage 24, size 25. Lovestep says, 10 million subs face reveal. You got the idea. Beautiful voice clip. Beautiful. It doesn't get repetitive when grinding at all. I guess nothing can really match up to Feel the Burn, though. I am so glad that we have How's This instead of that. Sorry Boss says not the boss stage, but we cleared Blizaria in however much. Oh, that's right. Isn't it like stage 13 or whatever? These scramble stages are so weird. Well, we'll kill QB and then we'll make our way over to the hidden stage. How's that? Christina says, it's face reveal at 100,000 subscribers, let's not increase it. Alright, Christina. Christina keeps track. Christina wants to see my face real bad. So I guess if... But no, Christina, here's the thing. 100,000 is like, actually... It's enough within the realm of eventual possibility to not be funny, in my opinion. And it's more like... It's more conceited to say that, because people might take me seriously. They might think that I'm being like, oh, well, I'll get 100,000 subscribers eventually. Which would be cool, but it's not something I expect. Loxy Master says, this is awesome, Leafy. Use Mass Mutterer. Well, Yeah, that's a great idea, dude. I'm not using Mass Mutterer right now. I should really change my team and, you know, take someone off, like this guy who's currently on my team, and replace him with Mass Mutterer. That's... yeah. I might do that. What do you guys think? Should I replace Mass Mutterer with Mass Mutterer? Let me know in the chat. Give me thumbs up if Mass Mutterer should be replaced with Mass Mutterer, because I have not been using it today. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let me know what you think. Colin asks, what's the yokai of the week? Please answer. The yokai of the week is Ruffraff, because he's on our screen right now. Oh god, where's the hidden stage again? It's like over here, and it's really awkward. Stage 12. Here we go. Shout out to Shadowcrafter. He says, Leafy, I downloaded Nox just for you. Thank you very much, Shadowcrafter. Big shout out to you. As I said, if you guys click the link in the description, check out Nox, which lets you play Wibble Wobble on your computer, and give it a download. Let me know in the chat, and I'll be sure to give you a shout out. I don't normally give shout outs, but I feel like, you know, I've kept you guys hanging long enough. Gotta earn it, though. Nicholas Williams asks, Mass Mutterer, when maxed, has a 103 attack booster increase thingy. No, he doesn't. He has 107, as far as I know. Dragon Man says, don't use Mass Mutterer, he's awful. Use, oh, I know. Mass Mutterer. Dude, great idea. I have to use him instead. Oh man, you guys asking for a foot and hand reveal. Not the true fans. All the few hundred of you that checked out my Switch impressions from the Switch event back in February, I actually did do a hand reveal. No joke. It was riveting. Dark Neon asks, hey Leafy, is Sakura Orochi a good yokai? Yeah, he is. He is a very powerful, mysterious damage dealer in Puni, for those of you who don't know, and he stops time for a few seconds. Whoa, what a JoJo reference? Yeah, he stops time. It's pretty crazy. Some people giving thumbs up. Oh yeah, gotta swap out Mass Mutterer for Mass Mutterer. Alright, we're making our way up. Rank 2,500. Nice. Shout out to Brody Tavery, says, I downloaded Nox. Thank you very much for the support, Brody. For everyone asking about teams, I'm all Orochi every time. I know P-Gray is too, right? Crimson says, Leafy, will you show off all of the S-Rank Gemyon if your subscribers donate $2 each? Alright. Crimson, if I get a spontaneous donation of $4,000 with the express purpose, clearly, explicitly written, that I must use it to buy the S-Rank Gemyon, then I will do that. Otherwise, I'm spending $4,000 on something else. S-Rank Gemyons are pretty garbage, honestly. There's no reason to use them, other than taunting people having Rubidon S as the middle yokai on your team. B-Gray says, Venox Squad! Choose Team Red, guys, it's the best. Alright guys, get ready for the ultimate Mean-Tall move. Whoa, how much damage is this gonna deal? No way, 2,000! I can't believe it! Meanwhile, Snartle deals 8,000 outside of Fever Time. Mutterer! Coma Cameron, sponsor Coma Cameron, sorry, asks, hey Leafy, if you had to use a full team of level 1 Pandal, but you can replace one of the Pandal with either a level 50 Spoilerina or a level 50 Professor and Wibble Wobble, which would you choose? Spoilerina, she'd heal, which would let me survive with my really low health, and she would also give me attack, which would help me end the stage faster. Professor does attack everyone and stun, but I don't know, his attack doesn't do much damage. Though, Professor could be chained if I'm really quick about it, since his stun is like 13 seconds. I double back, I say Professor. Professor's the better choice. Joseph Sposito asks, Leafy, what's you? What's you, Joseph, huh? What's you? That's what I ask to you. What's you? Moderator Zaribas says, yes, do. It's a JoJo reference, guys. I can't believe it. Abrand111 says, I just got a fidget spinner. I think you're the second or third guy to say that on a stream chat here. That's really interesting. Those are like little things that you spin around and play with, right? Yeah, people mention those sometimes. They're kind of cool. Mario Master 09 says, I'm rank 14 on the Venoc team. Well, let's take a look. I'm just kidding. That would take a while, right? Can we jump up or not? Oh, jeez! Inappropriate names! This is an E-rated stream, dude! Watch out! He specifically did that to sabotage us. Donald, please don't sue. Death Madness asks, Leafy, how long did it take you to get the Yokai Watch 1 legendaries? I think I completed the entire game, like fully 100%. Not Medallion, but everything else. In, I think, like 90 hours? Maybe a little less than that? Getting all the legends didn't take as long, though. Probably 70. I got one of them really late. Sponsor Adam the Victini, I hope you feel better. It says, hey folks, recovering from shoulder pain. Sorry I'm late, Leafy. Don't be sorry, Adam. I hope you feel better soon. Let's try and recruit Jibakoma. I would like to get him. Or no, Robonoko's easier. Let's get him. Colin Campbell asks, Leafy, what is the Score Attack Big Boss this week? Wismellow Man, I think. I'll probably check myself on that. Blaze! There we go, good team. Owen asks, Leafy, what are you aiming to get the Scramble Battle? Nothing, honestly. I got Unicorn last month. Yeah, Wismellow Man. Weesu. Who are we gonna use? I feel like I was gonna change something on my team. Going for Jibakoma, got a solid Brave team. Yeah, we're alright. Or no, going for Robonoko. Death Madness! Can you explain Jabalcoma's stat? I want to know because he's my fave yokai. I have no idea who Jabalcoma is, sorry. I'm teasing you. It's, he's just a, ball maker. He's pretty bad, sorry. Bad news, he's a ball maker. He's not gonna Yokai Watch 2 either. But Leo27 asks, Leafy, when will we have the chance to meet you? This Sunday, I will be at the Chicago Comic Entertainment Expo, C2E2. I'll be there with Abdallah himself and our faithful moderator, Christina. Unfortunately, the other moderators are a little spread out across the country, but Christina will be making it down here from Wisconsin. So stop by C2E2, the Chicago Comic Entertainment Expo this Sunday, and say hi to us. I'll say hi and be awkward, kind of stare at you probably. We'll talk about Yokai Watch and trade cards. Moderator Zarivas asks, Leafy, did you see that I posted the stats for Happy Hour Awoken? Yes, I did. Thank you very much. He's really powerful. Dylan Oliver says, please use an All-Orochi team. Unfortunately, we only have 4 in the game. Or, yeah, 4. We need a 5th from the Sangokshi event in order to have a full Venarch team, which would be awesome. Death Madness is coming to C2E2. Oh man, that would be awesome. Can't wait to see you. Liam Bauer asks, Leafy, have you ever been somewhere in Canada? Bonus if you've been to Montreal. Or will you be going there soon? No, but I've always wanted to. If I'm correct, Next Level Games is in Canada, I think. It might be them. One of Nintendo's pretty big studios is in Canada. So, definitely a pretty cool place. Lisa Trader asks, 101 Leafy, what's your friend code? Are you quizzing me or something? It's, 2836 0120 3213. No idea how I remember that. But I'm not accepting 3DS friends right now. Sorry, my Wibble Wobble friend list is full. Letta asks, if I beat you in a Pokemon battle, can I get a face reveal? Nobody else, just DM me on Discord if I beat you in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I don't have a competitive team in Sun and Moon, honestly, dude. I liked it, but I didn't get too into competitive with it. So, unfortunately not, because you'd totally slaughter me. I'll duel you in Persona Arena if you have that. We'll play Persona 4 Arena Ultimax and do a best of 3. If you win, then we'll do a face reveal. Only Zeta, though. I have a feeling someone that's, like, totally pro is gonna sabotage this this operation and just Thunder God dance me into oblivion. Christina says, don't fall for Zeta's trap. Oh, believe me, Christina, I am not. If you're proposing a duel, it means that you're too confident for me to confidently accept. Bullride says, I was playing a level in Scramble, Noko appeared, and after I defeated him, my game crashed when I was trying to level up my Devourer, who was at level 49. Oh, dude, that's brutal. I'm so sorry. Lone Wolf asks, shouldn't Snartle count as a boss? I don't think so. Matthew Perez, thank you so much. He says, Leafy, I made some art for you. Can you please check it on Twitter after the stream? Of course. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. I'll retweet it. If you guys ever have something to show to me, feel free to @me on Twitter. Anime Lover asks, how many people have asked you for a face reveal? Too many. Look at my subscriber count and multiply that by 10. What does Robo Noko do? Asks the Leo27. Same as all the Noko. He just boosts your Y money. I think this one boosts it by 33%, but I could be wrong. Brody asks if I beat you in Yokai Watch 2 Fleshy Souls, can we have a face reveal? No, but if you can beat me day 1 in Psychic Spectres, then yes. Just for you, though. Bon appetit. Good thing this guy's easy to defeat. Yup, I knew it. Thank you, Josh Chua, for verifying my claim. He says Next Level Games is in fact based in Vancouver, Canada. You knew this, Leafy. You knew this. Yes, I did. Thank you for verifying the city that's in. City? Yeah. Artful Remy asks, if you had a nickel for every time someone asked you for a face reveal, what would you spend the money on? I'd buy Rubinyan S and do a live stream of it. I would live stream myself spending $4,000 on this game. And people would ask me for a face reveal during the stream, by the way. Mark Rosenberg asks, Leafy, if you could be a yokai in Wibble Wobble, what would your tribe, rank, and ultimate move be? I'd be Shady. I'd be S rank because I want to be good, but SS rank is like edgy OC tier, right? And then my ultimate move would be... It would be an all-attacker. And a score upper. At the same time. It would also be an attack upper, and the attack up would go into effect before the ultimate move. And I'd be American, so I get the 10% Dream Watch. And I have 900 base attack. Good game. Alright guys, we're gonna finish up the stream today with one 3000 Y Money crank. We did get really lucky. If you guys missed it, feel free to scroll back in the video and check out that we did in fact pull all 3 event exclusive yokai today. We'll be back next week with more Scramble Battle goodness. Hopefully we have a new banner with new yokai to pull. Do one final crank. If you like these streams, make sure to smash that like button. Check me out on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, everything.com/101leafy. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, pretty crazy. So come over, we'll have a special stream. I do Yokai Watch stuff, Nintendo stuff, have some great Mario Kart 8 content coming up for Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So check me out on there. If you really want to be an all-star and support this stream, check out the link to download Nox below. Just clicking the link helps, downloading really helps. It's an application that lets you play Wibble Wobble on your computer like I do. If you notice my mouse here, I play Wibble Wobble on my computer. Nox is sponsoring the stream, but I have used Nox for a very long time, which is why they decided to. It's solid. You just feed the window right into OBS, so you get the video feed, easy peasy, bam, nice stream right there. Of course, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, helps out that SEO. Thank you everybody for your support. If you want to see me, come to the Chicago Comic Entertainment Expo. This Sunday, I'll be there with Abdallah and our moderator, Christina. Say hi, get the exclusive in-person face reveal, and trade Yokai Watch trading cards. I will catch you guys next week with the Scramble Battle, the Yo-egg Scramble Battle finale. We will have monthly Scramble Battles. See you then. Thanks for watching.